The less you chase, the more life gives you, and these words may have found you at the exact moment your heart became tired of running. You may still be trying to look calm on the outside. You may still be doing what needs to be done. You may still be answering messages, finishing your work, caring for others, and moving through each day. Yet somewhere beneath all of that, there may be a quiet tiredness that no one else can see. It is the tiredness of waiting, the tiredness of hoping, the tiredness of wondering when something will finally change. Perhaps you have been holding one wish so tightly that it has started to take up all the space inside you. You wake up thinking about it. You carry it through the day. You take it to bed with you at night. Even when you try to focus on something else, your mind finds a way to return to it. You wonder whether the answer has arrived. You wonder whether someone has changed their mind. You wonder whether life has heard you. You wonder whether you should do more, say more, try harder, or find another way to make the future move. What if the pressure you have been carrying is not helping your life move forward, but making it harder for you to feel what is already moving toward you? Let that question settle gently. You do not need to answer it quickly. You do not need to decide that you have been doing everything wrong. This is not about blaming yourself for wanting something deeply. Desire is natural. Hope is natural. Caring is natural. Your heart was made to dream, to reach, to create, and to imagine a fuller life. There is nothing wrong with wanting love, support, peace, success, healing, or a new beginning. The pain begins when wanting turns into fear. It begins when your mind says, "I cannot be okay until this happens." It begins when your peace is placed in the hands of an answer that has not arrived. It begins when every quiet moment becomes another chance to worry. You may notice it in the weight of your phone in your hand. You pick it up without even deciding to. You look at the screen, hoping to see something that will settle your heart. For a few seconds, you believe the next message, the next update, the next sign, or the next piece of news might finally let you breathe. If there is nothing there, the empty screen can feel heavier than it should. It can seem as though silence itself is giving you an answer. But silence is not always an answer. Silence can simply be silence. A delay can simply be a delay. A moment without proof does not mean that nothing is changing. My dear, you have spent enough time turning every quiet space into a warning. You have spent enough time believing that if you stop watching, you will miss the moment your life begins. Your life has already begun. It is happening around you and within you now. It is in the breath moving through your chest. It is in the room holding you. It is in the body that has carried you through every uncertain day. It is in the small part of you that still hopes, even after so many moments of doubt. That hope does not need to become panic. It does not need to become pressure. It does not need to become a race. Enough. You may have been living as though there is a curtain in front of you and everything you want is hidden behind it. You keep pulling at the curtain. You keep looking for a small opening. You keep asking when the next part of your life will finally begin. You may believe that if you do not keep pulling, nothing will happen. Yet there are moments when the stage is being prepared before the curtain rises. There are things being placed where they need to be. There are parts of you becoming stronger. There are choices becoming clearer. There are endings completing their work. There are people, chances, and changes moving through paths you cannot yet see. You do not have to tear the curtain down to prove that life is moving. You only have to stop hurting yourself while you wait. Feel your shoulders for a moment. You do not need to force them down. Simply notice whether they have been carrying a weight that does not belong there. Notice your jaw. Notice the place between your shoulder blades where a small ache may have been resting. Notice the way your body has been preparing for bad news, even in a safe room. Your body may have learned to stay ready. Ready for rejection. Ready for delay. Ready for another disappointment. Ready to work harder. Ready to prove itself. But your body also knows how to soften when it is treated with kindness. It knows how to settle when it understands that this moment is not an emergency. It knows how to receive support from the chair, the bed, or the floor beneath you. It knows how to take one natural breath without turning that breath into another task. Right here. You do not have to fix your whole life in this moment. You do not have to understand every delay. You do not have to know how the next month will unfold. You only need to stop asking this single moment to carry the full weight of your future. There is a difference between moving towards something and running after it. When you move towards something, you remain connected to yourself. You take a step because it feels honest. You speak because your words matter. You create because something within you wants expression. You make a choice because it respects your life. Even when the result is uncertain, you do not leave yourself behind. When you run after something in fear, your whole being leans into the future. You stop noticing what you need. You stop hearing your own limits. You say yes when you want to say no. You give more than you can give. You explain yourself too much. You try to become whatever you believe will finally make the answer arrive. And slowly, you forget that you were never meant to earn your right to receive. You have tried to understand. You have tried to prepare. You have tried to make it happen. You have tried to protect yourself from disappointment. You have worked with the knowledge you had. You have reached from the place you were standing. There is no need to shame the part of you that became afraid. That part was trying to help you. It believed that constant effort would keep you safe. It believed that control would protect your heart. Now you can teach it something new. You can teach it that peace is not the same as giving up. You can teach it that rest does not cause loss. You can teach it that a quiet mind does not close the road ahead. You can teach it that what is truly good for you will not require you to live in fear every day. My dear, there is a softer kind of strength beginning to grow in you. It does not shout. It does not demand immediate proof. It does not force every closed place to open. It knows when to act, and it knows when to step back. It understands that your life is not a battle between you and time. You are not late. You are not forgotten. You are not being punished because the answer has taken longer than you hoped. You may simply be learning how to want something without letting it own your peace. This is one of the deepest forms of freedom. It is the moment you can say, I care about this, but I also care about myself. It is the moment you stop giving one desire the power to decide whether today is meaningful. It is the moment you begin to see that your heart deserves care before the future becomes clear. Look around the quiet space you are in. Notice how the room remains around you after the screen goes dark. Notice how the walls do not disappear because no message arrived. Notice how your breath continues. Notice how life continues to hold you in simple ways. There may be water nearby. There may be a soft sound in the distance. There may be a small amount of light touching the room. There may be something supporting your back. These things are not the full answer to what you want. They are reminders that you are still here. You are still within your own life. You have not been removed from goodness simply because one part of the future is unknown. Sometimes the chase becomes so loud that you stop seeing what is already giving itself to you. A peaceful corner, a kind word, a body asking for rest, a chance to begin something small, a moment that does not need to be improved. You may believe that receiving begins when the big answer arrives. Yet receiving often begins much earlier. It begins when you allow this day to give you something. It begins when you stop saying that nothing matters until your wish comes true. It begins when you let a simple moment be enough for a simple moment. This does not make your dreams smaller. It makes your life larger. Your dream can remain. Your hope can remain. Your desire can remain. But it does not need to sit on your chest. It does not need to follow you into every room. It does not need to speak over every other part of your life. My dear, you are allowed to place it down for a while. Not forever. Not as an act of defeat. You are placing it down because your hands deserve rest. You are placing it down because your heart was not made to hold the same fear every hour. You are placing it down because trust cannot enter a place that is filled with constant control. One unforced breath can be the beginning. Not a perfect breath, not a deep breath that you struggle to complete. Just one honest breath that belongs to this moment. Feel the air arrive. Feel it leave. Nothing has to happen during it. Nothing has to be solved by it. It is simply proof that life can move without being pushed. Your breath knows how to come. Your heart knows how to beat. The earth knows how to hold you. Some parts of life still know what to do, even when your mind does not. That may be the lesson waiting for you now. You do not have to control every movement in order to be supported. You do not have to see every step in order to keep living. You do not have to chase every answer in order for an answer to find its way into your life. There is a place inside you that remembers this. It remembers the days before you became so afraid of losing. It remembers how it felt to enjoy something without asking where it would lead. It remembers how it felt to laugh without checking the time. It remembers how it felt to rest without feeling guilty. That place has not disappeared. It may be quiet, but it is still there. It is waiting for you to return. You are not being asked to stop caring. You are being invited to care in a way that does not break your own heart. You are being invited to hold your hope with gentleness. You are being invited to give life room to move in ways that are larger than your current plan. There are many things you cannot see from where you are standing. You cannot see every conversation that will shape the road ahead. You cannot see every choice that will become clear later. You cannot see how one delay may change your direction. You cannot see how your own heart is being prepared to recognize what truly belongs with you. This is why chasing can become so painful. It asks you to judge the whole journey from one unfinished moment. It asks you to decide that nothing is happening because nothing is visible yet. It asks you to believe that pressure is the only thing keeping your future alive. But your future does not need your fear in order to exist. Your good does not need your exhaustion in order to find you. Your life does not need you to suffer before it is allowed to change. My dear, you can begin to loosen the belief that struggle proves how much you care. You can begin to understand that peace is not a reward waiting at the end. Peace can be part of the way you move. It can be present while you apply, while you create, while you speak, while you wait, and while you decide. It may not feel natural at first. The mind may return to old habits. It may ask you to check, push, compare, or predict. You do not have to fight it. You can notice it and gently return to yourself. The mind says, something may go wrong. You can answer, something may also go right. The mind says, I am running out of time. You can answer, I am still here, and I can take the next honest step. The mind says, I need proof. You can answer, I can care for myself before proof arrives. This is not pretending that everything is perfect. It is choosing not to make fear your only voice. You have more than one voice within you. There is the frightened voice that watches the curtain. There is also the steady voice that knows the stage is not empty simply because it is hidden. There is the tired voice that says you cannot wait another day. There is also the wise voice that says you do not have to spend this day in pain. Listen for the wiser voice. It may be softer. It may not speak in long sentences. It may simply say, stay. Stay with yourself. Stay with this breath. Stay with the life that is already holding you. You do not have to run after your good. You can return to yourself now. You are safe in this moment. The next step is not to force yourself to stop wanting. The next step is to understand why the mind became so afraid to loosen its hold. The mind often holds on because it believes holding on will protect you. It believes that constant thought is a form of action. It believes that worry keeps you prepared. It believes that watching every detail will stop painful surprises from entering your life. This belief may have been with you for a long time. It may have begun in moments when things changed without warning. It may have grown during times when you felt unseen, unsupported, or unsure of what would happen next. The mind learned to stay alert because alertness seemed safer than trust. It may say, "If I keep thinking about this, I will find the answer." It may say, "If I stop checking, I may miss my chance." It may say, "If I rest, someone else will move ahead of me." It may say, "If I do not control every detail, everything may fall apart." These thoughts can sound responsible. They can sound like proof that you care. They can even make you feel busy when nothing useful is being done. Yet beneath them, there is often a simple fear. I do not feel safe without certainty. My dear, uncertainty can feel like an empty space the mind wants to fill. When it does not know what will happen, it begins to create possible endings. Some are painful, some are hopeful. Most are repeated so often that the body starts reacting as though those imagined events are already real. A thought becomes a tight throat. A possibility becomes pressure behind the ribs. A silent phone becomes a sign of rejection. A slow day becomes proof that life has stopped moving. The mind does not always know the difference between what is happening and what it is afraid might happen. This is why the body can feel exhausted after a day spent mostly thinking. You may not have traveled far. You may not have lifted anything heavy. Yet your inner world has been running through future scenes, possible talks, imagined losses, and answers that have not been given. No shame. The mind was not trying to hurt you. It was trying to protect you with the tools it understood. It believed control meant safety. It believed knowing meant safety. It believed being chosen meant safety. It believed success meant safety. It believed that if the right thing happened, you could finally relax. But when peace is always placed after the next event, the mind never learns how to feel safe now. It keeps moving the finish line. One answer arrives and a new worry begins. One door opens and the fear of losing it appears. One person moves closer and the mind begins asking how to make them stay. The chase changes its form, but the fear beneath it remains. You may believe you are chasing a person, a goal, an amount of money, or a new chapter. Yet sometimes you are really chasing the feeling of safety you think it will give you. You are chasing the moment when your body will finally stop preparing for disappointment. What you truly want may not only be the thing itself. You may want the relief you believe will come with it. You may want to feel chosen. You may want to feel seen. You may want to feel secure. You may want to feel that your life is moving in the right direction. These are deep and honest needs. They deserve kindness, but they cannot be fully met by forcing one outside result to carry them all. No person can promise that you will never feel uncertain. No job can promise that life will never change. No amount of praise can remove every doubt. No single success can create permanent peace within a heart that still believes it must prove its value. This does not mean outside support is unimportant. Love matters. Stability matters. Work matters. Money matters. Being respected matters. See, you are allowed to want these things. The deeper truth is that they cannot replace your relationship with yourself. You may receive love and still fear losing it. You may gain success and still feel behind. You may finally hear the answer and immediately begin fearing the next question. This is why chasing often continues after the thing arrives. The mind was not only seeking the result, it was seeking freedom from fear. And freedom from fear cannot be built through constant control. Look at the dim screen light resting across your face late at night. Perhaps you have known that light well. The room is quiet. Your body needs sleep. Yet your mind asks for one more sign that everything will be okay. You read old words. You search for meaning. You look for proof in small details. You try to understand what cannot be fully understood at that hour. The screen gives you information, but it cannot always give you peace. Your mind says, keep looking. Your body says, I am tired. Your fear says, you are not safe until you know. Your deeper self says, safety begins before the answer arrives. This is the first inner conversation you can begin to notice. The old mind may say, keep reaching. If you stop, you may lose everything. The soul can answer, come closer to yourself. You are not losing your life by resting inside it. The old mind may say, you need this to prove your worth. The soul can answer, your worth was never waiting at the end of this result. The old mind is often louder because it has spoken for many years. The soul may feel quiet because it does not use fear to get your attention. It does not rush. It does not threaten. It does not tell you that everything depends on this single moment. It simply reminds you of what is true. You are here. You are worthy. You are still becoming. You are not empty because something has not arrived. My dear, the mind may resist these truths at first. It may say that kind words are not enough, It may demand facts. It may ask for proof. You do not have to force it to believe. You can begin by showing it through your actions that you will not leave yourself during uncertainty. When fear rises, you can stay near your own body. When a delay hurts, you can speak to yourself with respect. When you feel rejected, you can refuse to turn rejection into a final judgment about your value. When you do not know what comes next, you can care for the life that is here. These acts teach the mind a new form of safety. They teach it that uncertainty does not mean you are alone. They teach it that a difficult feeling can move through you without destroying you. They teach it that you can survive an unanswered question while remaining gentle with yourself. The mind may have written rules about time. By now I should have arrived. By now I should be chosen. By now I should know. By now my life should look different. These rules create imagined deadlines. They turn age, dates, and seasons into reasons for fear. They make you compare your private journey with the visible parts of other lives. They tell you that delay is failure. Yet life does not move in one straight line for everyone. Some answers come early. Some truths take years to understand. Some endings protect a future you cannot yet see. Some beginnings arrive only after you are ready to hold them without losing yourself. You are not behind simply because your path does not match someone else's time. You are not forgotten because your life is taking shape in a way you did not plan. You are not less worthy because a certain chapter has not opened. Notice. There may be a heavy feeling behind your ribs when you hear these words. Part of you may want to believe them. Another part may still be afraid. Both parts are allowed to be here. You do not have to remove fear before you can choose peace. You can make a peaceful choice while fear is still speaking. That choice may be small. It may be putting the phone down before you feel fully ready. It may be deciding not to read the same message another time. It may be allowing a question to remain unanswered until morning. It may be saying, I do not know yet, and I am still safe in this room. Safety does not always feel like complete calm. Sometimes safety feels like staying with yourself while your body settles slowly. Sometimes it feels like placing both feet on the floor and remembering where you are. Sometimes it feels like noticing the temperature of the air, the support beneath your back, and the fact that no decision is required in this exact second. My dear, your body needs real signs of care. It cannot live only on hopeful thoughts. It needs food, rest, movement, warmth, water, space, and honest limits. It needs moments when you stop using it as a machine that carries your worried mind from one task to another. When you care for your body, you are telling the mind, we are not waiting for the future to deserve support. When you rest, you are saying, I do not have to collapse before I am allowed to stop. When you eat slowly, drink water, or step away from the screen, you are saying, "My needs matter," before the answer comes. These simple choices may seem separate from your dream, but they change the place from which you meet that dream. A supported body makes clearer choices. A rested mind sees more options. A person who values their own limits is less likely to chase what requires constant self-betrayal. You may have believed that letting go means losing interest. In truth, it may mean losing the fear that has been mixed with your desire. You can still care. You can still move. You can still hope. You can still prepare. But you no longer have to treat uncertainty like danger. There is a mirror within every strong desire. It reflects what you believe about yourself. If you stand before it believing, "I am not complete without this," the reflection will carry that pain. You may try to change what you see by working harder on the outside, but the expression in the mirror remains afraid. The deeper work is not to break the mirror. It is not to deny the desire. It is to change the way you stand before your own life. You can stand there and say, "I want this, and I am still whole." You can say, "I hope this comes, and I will not punish myself while I wait." You can say, "I am open to this, but I will not trade my dignity for it." The reflection begins to change because the relationship with yourself has changed. You are no longer looking at life as someone begging to be completed. You are looking at life as someone ready to share, build, receive, and grow from a place of inner value. The mind may ask, "How can I feel worthy before I have proof?" The answer is that worth was never created by proof. A child does not earn the right to be loved by reaching a goal. A human heart does not become valuable after being chosen. Your life does not begin to matter when someone approves of it. Your value is not a prize placed at the end of perfect effort. It is the ground beneath your effort. It is what allows you to act, learn, make mistakes, begin, and change. You may have forgotten this because the world often rewards results. It notices the finished work. It praises the visible success. It responds to what can be measured. Yet your deepest worth cannot be measured. It is present in your care, your honesty, your willingness to grow, and your choice to keep your heart open without letting it be used. My dear, you do not need to wait for life to choose you before you choose yourself. Choosing yourself does not mean becoming cold. It does not mean refusing love. It does not mean pretending you do not need anyone. It means you stop leaving yourself at the door of every desire. It means you stop saying, "I will respect myself after I receive respect." It means you stop saying, "I will rest after life proves I am safe." It means you become the first place where your own heart is welcomed. The old mind says, "But if I stop chasing, nothing may happen. The soul says, if you keep abandoning yourself, even the right thing may not feel peaceful when it arrives. That is an important truth. You are not only preparing for something to come, you are learning how to meet it. You are learning how to remain yourself within love. You are learning how to receive support without fear. You are learning how to hold success without believing it could vanish at any moment. This inner steadiness is not built after the answer. It is built now. It is built when you refuse to turn uncertainty into self-rejection. It is built when you notice fear without obeying every command it gives. It is built when you stop asking the future to prove that you matter. Your value does not depend on an answer. You are worthy before anything changes. You can meet uncertainty with kindness. You do not need to silence the mind completely. You only need to stop letting fear make every decision. The next movement is to bring back the energy you have been sending into the future and return it to the life that T is here. Your attention is precious. Wherever it goes, part of your life goes with it. When your attention remains tied to an uncertain future, the present can begin to feel empty. You may be sitting in one place while your mind lives somewhere else. Your body is here, but your thoughts are waiting at a future door. You imagine what may happen. You prepare for what may be said. You search for signs. You build answers to questions no one has asked. You return to the same thought because the mind believes another round of thinking will create control. This can leave you feeling scattered. You may find it hard to enjoy simple things. A meal becomes something you finish while thinking. A walk becomes a place to worry. Rest becomes another chance to plan. Even happy moments can feel incomplete because part of you is still watching for what has not arrived. My dear, your energy has been traveling far from home. It has been standing beside people who are not present. It has been sitting inside future rooms that have not been built. It has been trying to live days that have not come. It has been waiting for permission to return to you. Come home. Your inner home is not a perfect state. It is not a place where you never worry. It is the place within you where your own needs can be heard. It is where you remember what you feel, what you value, and what your body is asking for now. Imagine that your attention has been walking through every possible room of the future. In one room, the answer is yes. In another, it is no. In another, you are trying to fix what went wrong. In another, everything happens exactly as you hoped. Your mind moves from room to room, opening doors, looking through windows, searching for the safest ending. Meanwhile, the room you are truly living in has become quiet. The curtains remain closed. The cup beside you has grown cool. Your body waits. Your own heart sits there, hoping you will return. This is not a reason to judge yourself. It is an invitation. Come back to the body that has carried you. Come back to the day that is still here. Come back to the life that exists before the answer. Come back to the part of you that never left. You do not need to close every future room. You do not need to destroy your dreams. You are simply choosing to stop living in those rooms before you arrive. Now, feel where your hands are. Perhaps they are resting in your lap. Perhaps one is still holding your phone. Notice the temperature of your fingers. Notice the weight of your palms. Let them be where they are without asking them to do anything. There may be a cup nearby, one you almost forgot to drink. Feel its warmth if it is still warm. Notice the simple way it gives heat to your hands. This small feeling is part of your life. It is not the answer to your greatest desire, but it is something real that is offering itself now. Receiving begins here. It begins with noticing what is already touching your life. It begins with allowing a small comfort to matter. It begins with saying, "This moment is not empty." You may have trained yourself to notice only what is missing, the message that has not arrived, the money that has not come, the change that has not appeared, the support that has not been offered. The mind becomes skilled at finding absence because it believes absence is the problem it must solve. But your life also contains presence. There is a body present. There is a breath present. There is a choice present. There is a small amount of time present. There may be kindness present in a form you have overlooked. There may be strength present in the way you have continued. There may be wisdom present in the fact that you are beginning to question the chase. Your life is not only made of what is missing, it is also made of what has remained. My dear, calling your energy home means noticing where your attention has been living. Has it been living in someone else's thoughts? Has it been trying to guess what another person feels? Has it been measuring your worth through another person's behavior? Has it been standing at the edge of a future event and refusing to return until it knows the result? You cannot truly know every thought in another mind. You cannot control every choice another person makes. You cannot force someone to understand what they are not ready to see. Every hour spent trying to enter another person's inner world is an hour taken from your own. Your energy belongs with you. This does not mean you stop caring about others. It means you stop using care as a reason to leave yourself. You can love and remain connected to your needs. You can hope and remain present in your day. You can give and still know when enough has been given. You can be open without placing your whole life inside another person's hands. When you call your energy back, you may feel emptiness at first. Chasing can create a false sense of purpose. It gives the mind something to do. It fills quiet space with checking, imagining, and planning. When you stop, The quiet may feel strange. Do not be afraid of that quiet. It is not proof that you have lost direction. It is space returning to you. It is space where your own voice can be heard. It is space where new ideas can enter. It is space where the body can stop preparing. It is space where joy may begin to grow without asking for permission. You may not know what to do with that space immediately. That is okay. You can begin with a short return to self practice. 90 seconds is enough. Set the phone down. Feel your hands resting. Notice one sound around you. Notice one place in the body that feels calm enough. It does not have to feel fully peaceful. Perhaps your feet feel steady. Perhaps your hands feel warm. Perhaps the air moves easily through your nose. Then ask yourself, what do I need in this moment? Not what do I need for the rest of my life? Not what do I need to make everything work? Only this moment. The answer may be simple. Water, food, rest. A few steps outside, a clear boundary, a task completed, a kind word, a moment without noise. When you meet one true need, you send a message inward. I am here. That message has power. It tells the frightened parts of you that they are no longer alone. It tells your body that your attention has returned. It tells your heart that it does not have to earn care by suffering. My dear, you may have spent years pouring your energy outward. You tried to be understood. You tried to be enough for everyone. You tried to solve problems before they became problems. You tried to stay useful, available, strong, and easy to love. This may have helped you survive certain seasons, but it may not be the way you are meant to live forever. Your inner home needs your presence. It needs your honesty. It needs you to notice when something hurts. It needs you to stop decorating every room for people who may never enter. It needs you to sit down within yourself and say, I belong here. There is a cup within you that has been offered to too many outside hands. You have waited for others to fill it. You have hoped that approval, success, affection, or certainty would finally make it full. Yet each time something entered, fear created a small hole at the bottom. What if this leaves? What if it is not enough? What if I lose it? What if I need more? The answer is not to stop receiving from life. The answer is to care for the cup itself, to repair the places where your worth has been leaking, to stop giving everything away before you have tasted any of it. You fill your inner cup through the way you speak to yourself. You fill it through the limits you honor. You fill it through the promises you keep to your own body. You fill it when you stop chasing people who ask you to become smaller. You fill it when you allow a good moment to be felt instead of immediately fearing its end. The goal is not to become someone who needs nothing. That is not freedom. You are human. You need love, connection, support, purpose, and care. The deeper freedom is knowing that your needs do not make you weak, and your needs do not require you to abandon yourself. You can ask without begging. You can desire without becoming desperate. You can care without losing your center. You can wait without placing your life on hold. Your attention can return from the future in small pieces. Each time the mind travels far ahead, you can bring one piece back. Feel your feet. Finish the meal. Listen to the sound in the room. Complete the task in front of you. Look at the sky without asking it for a sign. This is how the present becomes alive. Not through a perfect spiritual feeling, not through forcing your thoughts to become positive, through contact. Contact with the body, contact with your needs, contact with what is real, contact with the part of you that exists beneath fear. My dear, there is a difference between preparing for the future and living there. A preparation has a clear end. You make the call, you send the work, you create the plan, you take the step, then you return. Living in the future has no end. It keeps asking what else could be done. It keeps creating new problems. It keeps you leaning forward even when there is nowhere to go. Notice whether your body often leans forward. Notice whether you sit at the edge of the chair as though you must be ready to run. Notice whether your chest feels pulled towards something outside you. Allow your back to meet the support behind it. You do not have to hold yourself up alone. You do not have to stay ready every second. Support is touching you now. It may be the chair, it may be the bed, it may be the floor. Let your body feel that simple truth. You can be supported before the future supports you in the way you desire. There are parts of your life that may have been neglected because the chase felt more urgent. A hobby you stopped making time for. A friendship you meant to care for. A room that no longer feels peaceful. A body that has been asking for sleep. A small dream that belongs only to you. Calling your energy home gives these parts a chance to speak. You may discover that you want more than the one thing you have been chasing. You may want ease. You may want honest connection. You may want a life that feels like your own. You may want to wake without immediate fear. You may want your days to contain beauty before the big answer arrives. These desires matter too. Sometimes one desire becomes so large that it stands in front of all the others. You may believe that if this one thing happens, everything else will begin. But life is not asking you to wait in an empty room. There are many doors within you. There are many forms of goodness available now. You can create something. You can learn something. You can care for your space. You can listen to music that settles your body. You can move in a way that feels kind. You can speak with someone who does not make you question your value. You can give attention to what gives attention back. This is not distraction. It is restoration. You are not trying to forget what you want. You are remembering that your life contains more than waiting. The future does not become less likely because you enjoyed today. Love does not move farther away because you loved your own life. Success does not disappear because you rested. A true opportunity does not reject you because you stopped worrying for an hour. Fear may tell you that constant focus proves commitment. Yet a calm mind often sees the next step more clearly than an exhausted one. My dear, you are not a machine built to produce results. You are a living being. Your heart needs space. Your mind needs quiet. Your body needs care. Your spirit needs moments when nothing is demanded from it. Calling your energy home is an act of respect. It says, I will not spend my entire life waiting outside myself. It says, I will not treat today as a hallway to tomorrow. It says, I am willing to be present for the life I already have. This may bring grief. You may notice how much time has been spent waiting. You may feel sadness for the days you could not fully enjoy. Let that sadness be gentle. Do not turn it into another reason to judge yourself. You were doing what you knew. Now you know another way. You can begin from here. You can place a hand over your ribs or rest both hands in your lap. Feel the warmth of your own skin. Feel the small movement of breath within the body. There is life here. There is presence here. There is a person here who deserves your attention. You, not the future version of you, not the version who has finally received everything. You, as you are now. Your energy belongs with you. You can want something without losing yourself. Your life is happening here. There will still be moments when the mind travels outward. It may return to the old question. It may ask for proof. It may reach toward the uncertain future. When that happens, you can notice where it went and invite it back. No anger, no punishment, no belief that you have failed. Simply return. Return to the hands. Return to the room. Return to the next clear need. Return to the truth that you do not have to leave yourself in order to meet what is coming. The life meant to nourish you should find you present within your own life. The love meant to respect you should meet someone who has learned to respect their own heart. The opportunity meant to expand you should meet someone who can act without using fear as fuel. You are becoming that person now, not by forcing change, but by returning to yourself each time you notice you have wandered too far into waiting. Your inner home is still here. The cup can be filled. The curtains can be open. The room can breathe. And your own life can begin to feel close to you once more. Now that your energy is beginning to return to you, a new question may rise. If you stop chasing, does that mean you stop trying? Does it mean you sit still and wait for life to do everything for you? Does it mean you become careless about your dreams? No, peace is not passivity. Trust is not laziness. Letting go of pressure does not mean letting go of responsibility. You are still allowed to take action. You are still allowed to make plans, speak clearly, apply for what you want, create new work, ask for help, and move toward a better life. The difference is not always found in what you do. The difference is found in the place within you from which the action begins. One action can come from fear. The same action can come from clarity. You may send a message because you feel calm and ready to speak honestly. Or you may send it because silence has become unbearable and you want a reply to make the fear disappear. You may apply for an opportunity because it matches your values and skills. Or you may apply because you believe any result is better than feeling left behind. You may work hard because the work matters to you. Or you may work until you are empty because you are trying to prove that you deserve a place in the world. From the outside, these actions may look similar. Inside the body, they feel completely different. Fearful action feels tight. It feels as though everything depends on one choice. It creates urgency, even when there is enough time. It makes the mind say, "Do something now, or you will lose your chance." Clear action feels steady. It may still require courage. It may still bring nervous feelings. But beneath the nerves, there is honesty. There is a sense that you are doing what belongs to you without trying to control what belongs to life. My dear, you do not need to become fearless before you move. You only need to notice whether fear is driving the whole journey. There will be times when action is needed. A conversation must be had. A choice must be made. A door must be approached. A boundary must be spoken. Trusting life does not mean avoiding these moments. It means entering them without giving them the power to decide your entire worth. Feel the soles of your feet for a moment. Notice the firm contact beneath them. Your body does not need to lean into the future. You can allow your spine to settle into the support behind you. You can be here while considering the next step. One step. That is enough. The mind often wants the complete path before it begins. It wants to know where the road leads, how long it will take, and whether every effort will be rewarded. If it cannot receive those answers, it may refuse to move or rush forward without wisdom. Life rarely gives the whole road at once. It often gives one clear part. One honest conversation, one application, 1 hour of focused work, one choice to stop returning to what keeps hurting you, one chance to ask for what you need. The next step does not need to carry the whole future. It only needs to be true for where you are now. Imagine that you are standing at the beginning of a bridge. You can see the part directly beneath your feet. You may see several steps ahead, but the far side is covered by distance. Fear says you must understand every part of the bridge before you place your foot on it. Wisdom says, stand where you are. Look at what is real. Take the step that is ready. You do not need to jump across the whole distance. You do not need to run. You do not need to prove how badly you want the other side. When your energy stops running ahead of you, life has space to walk beside you. This does not mean every step will be easy. It means you stop making each step heavier through imagined endings. You do not ask one conversation to decide the rest of your life. You do not ask one rejection to define every future chance. You do not ask one delay to explain your whole path. You let a moment be a moment. You let a step be a step. You let an answer give only the information it truly gives. Sometimes a no means no. Sometimes it means not now. Sometimes it means not this way. You do not always need to decide immediately what it means for your future. You can receive the information, care for your feelings, and wait until the next honest step becomes clear. My dear, forcing often begins when the mind cannot accept the size of the present step. It says the step is too small. It says more must be done. It says rest is dangerous. It demands movement even when the heart is confused. Yet many things become harder when they are forced. Words lose their truth when they are spoken only to create a reaction. Work loses its meaning when it becomes punishment. Love loses its softness when it becomes a test. A decision loses its wisdom when it is made only to escape discomfort. You may need to allow a feeling before choosing your next action. You may need to admit that you are hurt. You may need to recognize that you are angry, disappointed, or afraid. Feelings are not commands, but they carry information. When you rush past them, they often return through hurried choices. You can say, I feel afraid, and I do not need to act from fear. You can say, I want an answer, and I can wait until my words are clear. You can say, I am disappointed, and I will not make a permanent choice from this painful hour. This is calm action. It is not the absence of emotion. It is the decision not to make emotion the only guide. There may be a task you have been avoiding because it feels connected to your worth. Perhaps you believe that if you begin and fail, it will prove something painful about you. Or you may be doing too much because slowing down feels like failure. Both patterns are connected to pressure. One keeps you frozen, the other keeps you running. A clear next step helps you move between them. Ask yourself, what is mine to do today? Not what will guarantee success, not what will make everyone understand you, not what will force the right result. What is yours to do? It may be to prepare well. It may be to tell the truth. It may be to complete the work in front of you. It may be to stop explaining yourself. It may be to leave a place that keeps asking you to become less. It may be to rest before your body has to demand it. A peaceful action does not always feel soft. Sometimes it is a firm no. Sometimes it is closing a door you wanted to remain open. Sometimes it is accepting that the old path cannot carry the person you are becoming. Peace does not always say, stay. Sometimes peace says, this is enough. Sometimes it says, do not return. Sometimes it says, you have learned what you needed here. The body often knows the difference before the mind admits it. When you imagine one choice, your chest may feel crowded. When you imagine another, there may be sadness, but also space. The easier choice is not always the right one. The choice with more inner honesty often carries a quiet steadiness beneath the fear. Notice whether your body leans forward when you think of what you want. Notice whether the shoulders tighten as though you are preparing to push against a closed wall. Let the feet feel the floor. Let the back feel support. Your strength does not disappear when the body softens. A calm body can make strong choices. A rested mind can see what a frightened mind misses. You do not have to create panic in order to create progress. My dear, there is an old idea that says pressure brings success. Sometimes pressure can make you move for a short time, but it cannot become a healthy home. It may help you finish one task, yet it slowly teaches the body that every goal is an emergency. You deserve a life where growth does not always feel like danger. You deserve to work without using shame as fuel. You deserve to want more without hating where you are. You deserve to move forward without speaking cruelly to yourself. Your next step can come from respect. It can say, "This matters to me, so I will give it honest attention." It does not need to say, "If this fails, I am nothing." You may have been waiting for motivation, but clear action does not always begin with a powerful feeling. Sometimes it begins with a simple decision. You choose a small task and give it your full presence. You complete what can be completed. Then you stop. This teaches the mind that progress does not need endless strain. Choose one honest next step within the next day. Keep it small enough that fear cannot turn it into a mountain. Send one needed message. Write one page. Make one call. Put one boundary into words. Complete one part of the work. Give 1 hour to what matters. Then allow the step to be complete. Do not immediately ask what else must be done. Do not use the completed step as proof that you should keep going until you are empty. Let yourself feel the quiet strength of doing what was yours and releasing what was not. My dear, this may be new. You may be used to measuring your effort by exhaustion. If you are not drained, you may believe you did not do enough. But exhaustion is not always evidence of meaningful work. Sometimes it is evidence that you carried what did not belong to you. You carried the imagined reaction. You carried the timing. You carried other people's choices. You carried the need to be understood. You carried the fear that a small mistake would destroy everything. These are not tasks. They are weights. Set them beside the bridge. You do not need them for the next step. There will be moments when you take action and nothing changes quickly. This does not mean the action was wasted. An honest action can still matter even when the result is slow. It may strengthen your voice. It may bring new information. It may show you what no longer fits. It may prepare you for a different opening. You cannot always measure the value of a step on the day you take it. Some steps do not bring immediate reward. They bring direction. Some choices do not give you what you expected. They give you clarity. Some boundaries do not make others understand you. They make you understand yourself. This is why your peace must be connected to the honesty of the action, not only to the response it receives. You can ask, did I act with respect? Did I tell the truth? Did I listen to what my body was showing me? Did I do what I could without trying to control what followed? If the answer is yes, you can let the step rest. You are not required to keep touching it. You are not required to keep checking whether it worked. You are not required to pull at what you have already planted in the world. My dear, action has a moment. Trust has a moment too. You act when action is yours. You wait when waiting is yours. You leave when leaving is yours. You receive when receiving is yours. The wisdom is in learning not to mix them through fear. Fear may ask you to wait when you need to speak. Fear may ask you to speak when silence would protect your peace. Fear may ask you to remain where your spirit has already finished. Fear may ask you to leave something good because receiving it feels unfamiliar. This is why returning to yourself matters. The clearer your connection with your own needs and values becomes, the easier it is to feel the difference. You do not have to make every choice perfectly. A peaceful life is not built through perfect decisions. It is built through honest correction. You may take a step and later realize another direction is needed. You are allowed to adjust. You are allowed to learn. You are allowed to change your mind when new truth becomes visible. The bridge does not demand that you see forever. It asks only that you stay awake to where your feet are. I take clear action without fear. I do what is mine to do. I release what is not mine to control. Before effort can become a true expression of your wholeness, you must stop using results as proof that you deserve to feel valuable. There may be a hidden promise beneath the thing you have been chasing. The mind may say, when this happens, I will finally know that I am enough. It may not use those exact words, but the feeling is there. When someone chooses me, I will feel lovable. When I succeed, I will feel capable. When I have enough money, I will feel safe. When people see my value, I will finally believe it. When life gives me what I want, I will know that I have not been forgotten. This is a painful bargain because it gives an outside result the power to decide something that was never outside you. A result can change your circumstances. It can bring joy. It can bring relief. It can create new choices. It can open a meaningful chapter. But it cannot create your basic worth. Your worth was not formed by someone's answer. It was not placed inside a job, a relationship, an amount of money, or a public sign of success. It does not rise when you are praised and disappear when you are rejected. My dear, you may understand these words in your mind and still struggle to feel them. That is natural. Many of us were taught to connect value with performance. We were noticed when we did well. We were praised when we were useful. We learned to feel safe by meeting expectations. Slowly, a belief may have formed. I am worthy when I do what others want. This belief can follow you into every part of life. You may work too much because being productive makes you feel important. You may stay quiet because being easy to deal with seems safer. You may give more than you receive because being needed feels close to being loved. You may chase a person who remains distant because winning their love seems like proof that you were lovable all along. But love that requires you to lose your dignity cannot heal the belief that you are not enough. Success that destroys your health cannot teach you that you matter. Approval that disappears when you say no cannot give you true belonging. My dear, your worth cannot be held hostage by a result. It cannot be locked behind a future door. It cannot be kept from you until someone understands. It cannot be delayed until life becomes easier. You are not waiting to become worthy. You are not waiting to become lovable. You are not waiting to become enough. You are learning to stop giving your power away. There may be old words written inside you like chalk across a blackboard. I matter when I am chosen. I am enough when I succeed. I can rest when everything is secure. I deserve kindness when I have given enough. These words may have been written many times, through comments, through silence, through comparison, through moments when you felt that love had to be earned. You may have read them so often that they began to look like truth. But something can be familiar without being true. You can begin to erase these old conditions, not by pretending they never affected you, but by choosing not to keep writing them into the future. The board does not need to remain covered with the same message. You can write something new. My worth is present before I perform. My needs matter even when others do not understand them. I can respect myself before I receive approval. I am allowed to rest before every problem is solved. My dear, the old words may return. You may hear them after a rejection. You may hear them when someone becomes distant. You may hear them when your work is not noticed. You may hear them when you compare your progress with another life. In those moments, do not argue with yourself for hours. Recognize the old writing. You can say, "This is the belief that my value depends on being chosen." You can say, "This is the belief that delay means I am not good enough." Naming the belief creates space between you and the belief. You are the one noticing it. You are not the sentence itself. Rejection can hurt. There is no need to pretend otherwise. When you wanted something deeply and the answer is no, the heart may feel heavy. You may need time. You may feel anger, sadness, or confusion. The pain of rejection is real. The story that rejection proves you are unworthy is not. A person can be unable to meet you. An opportunity can be wrong for your path. A place can fail to recognize what you offer. A choice can be made for reasons you may never know. None of these things has the power to measure your whole being. One closed path is not a final statement about your future. One person's limits are not a complete description of your lovability. One missed chance does not remove your gifts, still worthy, still whole. Feel the center of your chest as you consider this. Notice whether your body tightens around the memory of being rejected. Perhaps the hands become tense. Perhaps the breath becomes smaller. You do not need to force the feeling away. Let the hands rest without gripping. Your body may remember moments when you felt unwanted. It may remember not being heard. It may remember working hard and receiving little. You can meet those memories without making them the ruler of today. You can say, "That hurt me, and I am still worthy of care." You can say, "I was not chosen there, and I can still choose myself here." This is not a weak replacement for the love you wanted. It is the beginning of refusing to make another person's decision more powerful than your relationship with yourself. My dear, choosing yourself can feel strange when you have spent years waiting for someone else to do it first. You may not know what it looks like. It may look like leaving a conversation that has become cruel. It may look like asking for fair treatment. It may look like allowing someone to misunderstand you rather than explaining yourself until you are empty. It may look like caring for your body even when no one is watching. It may look like not returning to a place where your heart must beg for basic respect. These choices are not always dramatic. They are often quiet. No one may praise you for them. Yet each one removes a little more of your worth from outside hands. There is freedom in saying, "I no longer give this event permission to define me." The event may still matter. The person may still matter. The dream may still matter. But you matter too. Your desire does not have to disappear before you honor yourself. You can want someone and still refuse to chase them. You can want a chance and still know that your talent exists before it is recognized. You can want more money and still refuse to speak to yourself as though you are a failure. You can want healing and still treat your present self with love. My dear, there may be a part of you that fears self-worth will make you stop growing. It may believe that criticism is necessary for improvement. It may say, "If I accept myself now, I will become lazy." But self-hate does not create healthy growth. It creates fear, hiding, and endless proof-seeking. When you value yourself, you can look honestly at what needs to change without turning the truth into punishment. You can say, "I made a mistake and I can learn." You can say, "This habit is hurting me and I deserve a better way." You can say, "I am not where I want to be, but I will not become my own enemy on the way there." Growth rooted in worth feels different from growth rooted in shame. Shame says, "Change so you can deserve love." Worth says, "Because you deserve love, change what is harming you." Shame says, "Work harder so no one sees your weakness." Worth says, Build your strength while honoring your limits. Shame says, become someone else. Worth says, become more honest about who you are. You do not have to hate your present self in order to create a future self. The person you are today is the one carrying you there. Treat that person with respect. There may be one result you have connected strongly to your identity. Consider it gently. What do you want? What do you believe it will prove about you? What remains true about you before it arrives? You do not need to answer with perfect words. The truth may be simple. I want love because I want to know I can be chosen. I want success because I want to know my work matters. I want money because I'm tired of feeling afraid. I want an answer because uncertainty makes me question myself. Then ask what remains true. I am still capable of love. My work still carries meaning. I am learning how to support myself. I remain worthy within uncertainty. My dear, write these truths later in your own words. 3 lines are enough. Hold a pen and feel its small pressure between your fingers. Let the words come slowly. Do not write what sounds spiritual. Write what feels honest. The goal is not to make yourself stop wanting. The goal is to uncover the burden you have placed inside the desire. When you remove the need for a result to prove your worth, the desire becomes lighter. You can see it more clearly. You can decide whether it truly fits you. You can take action without giving away your identity. Sometimes you may discover that you do not want the thing itself as much as you want what you believe it represents. You may not want that exact person. You may want to feel deeply loved. You may not want that exact position. You may want freedom, respect, and meaningful work. You may not want every person to approve of you. You may want to feel that your voice has a place. This understanding gives life more ways to meet you. It opens possibilities beyond one narrow result. It also helps you give some of the desired feeling to yourself now. If you want to be valued, how can you value your time? If you want love, how can you speak to yourself with warmth? If you want security, what simple choice can create more steadiness? If you want recognition, what part of your progress can you recognize today? These acts do not replace outside love and support. They prepare you to receive them without depending on them to create your identity. My dear, when you believe someone else holds the final answer to your worth, you may accept things that do not feel good. You may wait without limits. You may explain behavior that continues to hurt you. You may say, once they choose me, all of this pain will have been worth it. But being chosen after long self-abandonment does not remove the cost. You are allowed to ask whether the path itself respects you. You are allowed to care about how something comes to you, not only whether it comes. Love that arrives through confusion, fear, and repeated disrespect may not become peaceful simply because it finally says yes. An opportunity that demands your health, dignity, and entire life may not become right simply because it looks successful. What comes to you should be able to meet the person you are becoming. A person who values truth. A person who respects their body. A person who no longer confuses suffering with worth. This does not mean you will never make hard choices. Meaningful things require effort. Relationships require patience. Work requires discipline. But effort is different from self-erasure. Patience is different from waiting without boundaries. Discipline is different from punishment. You can ask, does this challenge help me grow, or does it ask me to betray myself? Your answer may not come quickly. Give yourself time. Self-worth is not a loud command. It is a steady return to what you know is true. My dear, you may still want someone to see you. That is human. You may still want your work to be appreciated. You may still want the answer to be yes. Honor these desires. Then place your hand gently near your heart and remember that before any answer comes, there is a life within you that already deserves care. There is a person who has survived uncertainty. There is a heart that has continued to hope. There is a mind learning new ways to feel safe. There is a body that has carried more than others may ever know. Do not wait for the world to recognize this before you recognize it. You may have thought self-love meant looking in the mirror and feeling perfect. It does not. Sometimes it means standing beside yourself on the day you feel rejected. It means refusing to speak cruelly to the person who is already hurting. It means saying, I will not add my own rejection to what happened. That is real love. When something does not work, you do not need to become another voice telling yourself you were not enough. You can become the voice that says, this hurts and I am staying. You can become the place where your heart is not judged for caring. You can become the home where your worth is not questioned every time life changes. My dear, your value is not something you must create. It is something you learn to stop denying. You deny it when you keep choosing people who do not respect you. You deny it when you believe rest must be earned through collapse. You deny it when you treat every mistake as proof that you are broken. You deny it when you allow one result to decide whether your life has meaning. Now you can choose differently, not all at once, through one honest act, one boundary, one kind sentence, one decision not to chase what keeps moving away. One choice to believe that your dignity matters even when your desire is strong. I am not waiting for permission to value myself. I belong in my own heart. Nothing outside me can remove my worth. As your worth becomes less tied to visible proof, you become ready to understand the quiet work that may already be happening beneath the surface. One of the hardest parts of trusting life is the time when nothing seems to be happening. You have taken the step, you have spoken the words, you have done what you could, then comes the silence. The mind looks for movement. It wants evidence. It wants a clear sign that the effort mattered. When no sign appears, doubt begins to speak. Maybe nothing is changing. Maybe I made the wrong choice. Maybe I have been waiting for nothing. Maybe life has forgotten me. My dear, visible proof can be comforting, but not every form of growth begins where the eyes can see it. Some changes begin in the way you think. Some begin in what you no longer accept. Some begin in the quiet moment when you respond differently to an old fear. Some begin when you choose rest instead of panic. These changes may not look dramatic. No one may notice them. Yet they alter the ground beneath your future choices. You may be waiting for a person, an opportunity, a clear direction, or a new chapter. While you wait, another kind of preparation may be happening within you. You may be learning stronger boundaries. You may be seeing your own patterns more clearly. You may be becoming less willing to confuse attention with love. You may be building the ability to receive something good without fearing it every day. You may be developing the courage to leave what once felt impossible to leave. These are not small changes. They shape what you will choose when the next opening appears. Imagine a seed resting beneath the soil. From above, the ground may look unchanged. The same earth, the same quiet surface. No flower, no visible sign. Yet beneath the soil, the seed may be opening. Roots may be forming. A new direction may be taking shape in darkness. The absence of visible growth does not always mean the absence of life. My dear, you may have been digging into the soil through constant checking. You look for proof. You question every quiet day. You ask whether the seed is working. But if you keep disturbing the ground, you never allow the process to hold its own rhythm. Trust does not mean you know the seed will become exactly what you planned. It means you stop demanding that every hidden process prove itself before you offer it patience. This is important. Trust is not a promise that every desire will arrive in the exact form you want. Life is not controlled by thought alone. Other people have choices. Circumstances change. Some paths end. True trust is deeper than the belief that you will always get what you want. It is the belief that you can remain connected to yourself while life unfolds. It is knowing that an unexpected answer does not remove your ability to live, learn, love, and begin anew. It is knowing that you do not need to destroy today because tomorrow is uncertain. Feel the cool air touching the skin just above your collarbones. Notice the small rise of the chest. Allow the stomach to soften as much as it can. You do not need perfect calm. The body may still carry doubt. Let it be held gently. Worry says, "Nothing is changing because I cannot see it." Trust says, "Some of the deepest change begins where the eyes cannot reach." Worry says, "What if I have waited for nothing?" Trust says, "This waiting has already shown me who I am becoming." My dear, waiting can reveal many things. It shows you where your fear lives. It shows you what you have connected to your worth. It shows you whether your life has become too narrow around one desire. Waiting can also teach you what you truly need. At first, you may believe you need one exact result. With time, you may discover that you need honesty more than attention. You need peace more than uncertain affection. You need meaningful work more than a title. You need steady support more than promises. These truths grow quietly. They may change the future you are asking for. This does not mean the delay was sent to teach you a lesson. Not every difficult event needs to be turned into a spiritual message. Some delays are painful because life is complex. Some answers take time because many parts must come together. Some doors remain closed because another person has made a choice. You do not need to create a perfect meaning for everything. You only need to decide how you will care for yourself within what is real. My dear, spiritual trust should never ask you to ignore facts. If something repeatedly harms you, trust does not mean staying. If someone has clearly said no, trust does not mean trying to change their answer. If a path is damaging your health or dignity, patience does not mean endless suffering. Sometimes trusting life means accepting what has already been shown. Sometimes it means grieving what you wanted. Sometimes it means allowing the soil to support a new seed rather than waiting forever for one that cannot grow there. Discernment belongs beside trust. You can be hopeful and honest. You can be open and clear. You can believe in unseen possibilities without denying visible truth. This balance protects your heart. My dear, you may feel tired of hearing that things take time. When you have waited long enough, even gentle words about patience can feel painful. Your heart may say, "I have been patient. I want movement." Honor that feeling. You are allowed to want change. You are allowed to feel frustrated. You are allowed to ask whether a different action is needed. Trust does not require you to smile through every delay. It asks you not to turn delay into hatred of yourself. You can feel disappointed without saying, "I am a failure." You can feel tired without saying, "Nothing good will happen." You can question the path without saying, "My life has no direction." Feelings move. Statements about your whole future can become prisons. Speak carefully to yourself in uncertain seasons. The words you repeat become part of the inner soil. If you say nothing ever works, the mind begins looking only for proof of failure. If you say, "I do not know what is happening yet," you leave room for truth. If you say, "This is difficult and I am learning what I need," you stay connected to the present. You do not need false hope. You need language that does not close every possibility. My dear, while something grows unseen, your task is not only to wait. Your task is to care for the ground of your life. What thoughts are you feeding? What habits are draining you? What boundaries are needed? What support have you been avoiding? What part of your present life needs attention? You cannot control the weather, but you can care for the soil. You cannot force the timing, but you can become more ready to recognize what fits. You cannot command another person's heart, but you can listen to your own. You cannot guarantee success, but you can build the skills, steadiness, and courage that allow you to meet opportunity when it appears. This is active trust. It does not sit in an empty room doing nothing. It works without panic. It prepares without trying to control every result. It keeps living. My dear, there may be goodness preparing itself through ordinary events. A conversation may lead to a new idea. A skill may grow through a small task. A disappointment may help you see a limit you once ignored. You may not recognize the meaning immediately. Often we understand a season only after we have moved through it. This is why the present cannot always explain itself. A root does not look like a flower. Preparation does not always look like arrival. An ending does not yet look like the space it creates. You do not need to force the final picture onto the beginning. Let each stage be what it is, underneath, growing. Your life may be strengthening in places that cannot yet be measured. You may be becoming calmer in conflict. You may be saying no sooner. You may be recovering more quickly after disappointment. You may be choosing people who meet you with more respect. These changes may not receive public praise, yet they are creating a different future. The next relationship will meet stronger boundaries. The next opportunity will meet clearer judgment. The next challenge will meet a person who knows how to return to themselves. The next success will meet someone less likely to lose their identity inside it. My dear, becoming ready does not mean becoming perfect. You will still have fears. You will still have habits to understand. Readiness means you are more willing to meet life honestly. You are less likely to chase what is running from you. You are more willing to walk away from confusion. You are able to receive care without believing you must repay it through self-sacrifice. You are learning to let good things feel good. This is part of the unseen preparation. Sometimes people ask for love, yet when calm love appears, it feels unfamiliar. They are used to uncertainty. Their body mistakes peace for lack of excitement. Sometimes people ask for success, yet when opportunity appears, they feel unworthy and pull away. Receiving has its own lessons. Life may be preparing your inner world so that what arrives does not become another source of fear. My dear, this is why the time before arrival matters. It is not empty. It is where you learn how to hold what you have asked for. You learn how to remain yourself within connection. You learn how to use money with wisdom. You learn how to work without destroying your body. You learn how to accept praise without needing it to survive. You learn how to trust happiness without searching for its ending. These abilities grow slowly. Do not judge them because they are quiet. There may still be a voice asking for proof. It may look at the surface and say, I see nothing. You can answer, I see my choices changing. I see that I speak to myself with more care. I see that I am less willing to betray my needs. I see that I can feel uncertainty without letting it control the entire day. This is proof of movement. Not all proof comes from the outside. My dear, allow yourself to recognize inner progress. You do not have to wait for the final result before honoring the growth already here. Think of the way you would care for a small plant. You would not shout at it for being slow. You would not compare it every hour with a larger plant. You would give it what supports life. Water, light, time, space. Offer some of that patience to yourself. You are not a project that must be completed quickly. You are a life unfolding through seasons. Some seasons show flowers. Some strengthen roots. Some ask you to release what no longer grows. You do not need every season to look beautiful in order for it to matter. My dear, there may be one thing you are waiting for now. Hold it in your awareness without gripping it. You can care about it. You can feel the hope connected to it. Then notice the life around that hope. Your body is here. Your breath is here. Your values are here. Your ability to choose is here. The future has not taken these things from you. You can continue living while the answer forms. This is a powerful shift. Instead of saying, "My life begins when I know," you say, "My life continues while I do not know." Instead of saying, "I cannot rest until something happens," you say, "Rest is part of how I stay ready." Instead of saying, "Silence means nothing is moving," you say, "I will not judge the whole journey from the surface." My dear, if this is the moment you are choosing peace over pressure, you may leave the words, "I trust what is coming," below, not as a promise to anyone else, but as a quiet promise to yourself. Those words do not mean you are certain about the form. They mean you are choosing not to abandon yourself during the unfolding. You are choosing to believe that life can contain possibilities beyond the ones fear has shown you. You are choosing to care for what is present while remaining open to what may arrive. I can trust what is still taking shape. I do not need proof in every moment. Life can prepare good things quietly, and as you learn to trust what is growing beyond your sight, another part of the journey begins. You become ready not only to want something good, but to receive it without fear. You become ready not only to want something good, but to receive it without fear. Wanting and receiving are not the same. You may know how to work, wait, hope, and prepare. You may know how to keep going when life feels slow. Yet when something good begins to move closer, another kind of fear can rise. You may question it. You may search for what could go wrong. You may feel the need to hold it tightly before it has had time to settle. You may begin giving too much, explaining too much, or trying too hard because you are afraid the good thing will disappear. This is not because you do not want it. it is because receiving may feel less familiar than chasing. My dear, chasing gives the mind a job. It keeps you moving. It lets you believe that your effort is holding everything together. Receiving asks something very different from you. It asks you to allow. It asks you to remain still enough to notice that support is arriving. It asks you to accept goodness without immediately trying to earn it. This can feel uncomfortable when you have spent years believing that everything valuable must be difficult. You may trust hard work more than kindness. You may trust struggle more than ease. You may trust uncertainty more than steady care because uncertainty is what you have known. When peace arrives, the body may not recognize it. It may call peace boring. It may call kindness suspicious. It may call a clear answer too simple. It may look for hidden danger because calmness feels unfamiliar. Notice the soft movement of your clothing against your chest as your body breathes. Feel the support behind your back. Let your hands rest where they are. You do not have to prepare for loss in every good moment. You do not have to search for the ending before something has truly begun. You can allow one kind act to be kind. You can allow one peaceful hour to be peaceful. You can allow support to touch your life without turning it into a test. Available. Receiving begins with availability. This does not mean saying yes to everything. It does not mean opening your life to anyone who appears. It does not mean ignoring your wisdom or lowering your standards. True receiving includes boundaries. It includes knowing what feels respectful. It includes noticing whether something brings steadiness or confusion. It includes asking whether the good being offered supports the life you are building. You do not have to accept every offer in order to prove that you are open. You do not have to welcome what costs you your peace. You do not have to call attention love. You do not have to call pressure opportunity. Receiving is not losing your ability to choose. It is choosing from a place of worth rather than fear. My dear, what is meant to add goodness to your life should not require you to disappear from your own life. It may ask you to grow. It may ask you to become more honest. It may ask you to take a brave step. But it should not require you to abandon your needs, silence your truth, or become someone you cannot recognize. The old version of receiving may have looked like this. Something good appears, and you immediately begin worrying about how to keep it. You change your natural voice. You hide your needs. You work without limits. You agree when you want time to think. You become so focused on holding the gift that you can no longer enjoy it. This turns receiving into another form of chasing. The object of the chase has arrived, but the energy has not changed. The body is still afraid. The mind is still saying, "Do more or you will lose this." The heart is still waiting for permission to relax. My dear, the deeper shift is not only getting something different, it is meeting what arrives from a different inner place. A place that says, "I welcome this and I remain myself." A place that says, "I appreciate this and I do not need to control every part of it." a place that says, I can receive care without becoming afraid of its ending. This is peaceful receiving. It does not grip. It does not beg. It does not turn gratitude into debt. It allows goodness to enter without making goodness responsible for your whole identity. You can welcome without clinging. You can care without controlling. You can hope without abandoning the present. You can receive without becoming afraid. These are not just gentle words. They describe a new way of living. You may receive a compliment and let it touch you instead of rejecting it. You may receive help and say thank you instead of immediately feeling guilty. You may receive an opportunity and consider it calmly instead of saying yes from fear. You may receive love and allow time to reveal its strength instead of demanding a promise before trust has had time to grow. You may receive rest without explaining why you deserve it. Small moments of receiving prepare you for larger ones. My dear, perhaps you have become skilled at giving. You notice what others need. You offer support. You solve problems. You create comfort. You may feel safer as the giver because giving allows you to remain in control. Receiving places you in a softer position. It asks you to admit that you also have needs. It asks you to let another person contribute. It asks you to allow life to come toward you. For someone who has always stayed strong, this can feel like weakness. Yet receiving is not weakness, it is balance. A life that only gives becomes empty. A heart that only carries becomes tired. A person who never receives may begin to believe that care is something they provide but do not deserve. You deserve to be supported. You deserve to have moments when you are not the one holding everything together. You deserve to experience kindness that does not have to be repaid through self-sacrifice. Open enough. You do not need to open every part of yourself at once. You can become open enough for this moment. Open enough to hear a kind word. Open enough to accept a small offer of help. Open enough to believe that not every opportunity will demand suffering. Open enough to imagine that something good can remain. My dear, becoming available to receive also means noticing what you push away. Sometimes goodness arrives, but the mind has already decided it cannot be trusted. It may say, "This is too easy." It may say, "There must be a problem." It may say, "I do not deserve this." These thoughts may feel protective, but they can close the heart before life has had a chance to show what is real. You do not need to believe every good thing will last forever. Nothing in life comes with that promise. Receiving is not a promise of permanence. It is the ability to be present with what is true now. If kindness is here, receive the kindness. If support is here, receive the support. If an honest chance is here, consider the chance. If peace is here, let peace be felt. You do not need to turn every good moment into a question about the future. The fear of loss can steal the very experience you were hoping to receive. You wait for love, then fear losing it. You wait for success, then fear failing. You wait for peace, then fear it will end. You wait for abundance, then fear there will never be enough. The future becomes a shadow over the present. My dear, you can learn to receive in the present tense. This kindness is here now. This opportunity is real now. This rest is supporting me now. This moment is safe enough now. These words do not deny the future. They allow the present to become real. There is another part of receiving that needs care. You may have learned to receive only after you have proven yourself. Perhaps praise feels acceptable only after exhaustion. Rest feels acceptable only after every task is complete. Love feels acceptable only after you have made yourself useful. This keeps you trapped in earning mode. You are always preparing to deserve what should be part of a human life. Care, respect, rest, belonging, support. My dear, some things are not rewards for perfect behavior. They are needs. Your worth does not increase when you become useful to everyone. Your right to care does not disappear when you have a difficult day. You can receive because you are human. You can receive because your body needs support. You can receive because your heart has carried enough. You can receive without creating a long explanation. This may begin with something simple. When someone offers genuine help, notice the urge to refuse. Ask yourself whether the refusal comes from wisdom or discomfort. If help is safe and respectful, you can let it enter. When someone speaks kindly, notice whether you quickly dismiss the words. You can allow the kindness to rest within you. When you complete something meaningful, notice whether you immediately move to the next problem. You can take a moment to recognize what you have done. Receiving is a practice of allowing goodness to stay long enough to be felt. My dear, there is no need to become magnetic through performance. You do not need to pretend you are always positive. You do not need to force your energy into a perfect state. Your inner steadiness changes what you notice. It changes what you accept. It changes what you choose. It changes how quickly you recognize what does not respect you. This is the real shift. You become drawn toward what feels honest. You become less willing to chase what keeps you confused. You become more able to see the difference between excitement and anxiety. You become more able to let care arrive without asking it to save you. The calmer you become within yourself, the clearer your choices can become. This does not control every event. It does not make you responsible for everything that happens. Life is larger than your thoughts. Other people have their own paths and choices. Your inner state does not command the whole world. It helps you meet the world with greater clarity. That clarity matters. It helps you say yes to what supports you. It helps you say no to what drains you. It helps you remain present when something good arrives. My dear, perhaps you have asked life for more, but part of you has been afraid of more. More love may require you to be seen. More success may require you to trust your ability. More support may require you to stop doing everything alone. More peace may require you to leave habits built around stress. More can be beautiful, but it can also ask you to release the identity formed through struggle. You may no longer be the one who is always waiting. You may no longer be the one who is always overlooked. You may no longer be the one who has to work twice as hard for every small thing. This can feel unfamiliar. The mind may return to old pain because old pain is known. It may create problems where there are none. It may push away steady people and reach toward distant ones. Notice this without judgment. You are learning. You are teaching the body that peace is not danger. You are teaching the heart that calm love is still love. You are teaching yourself that you do not need to suffer in order to feel alive. My dear, receiving does not mean becoming careless. You can and remain aware. You can ask questions. You can take time. You can watch whether actions match words. Openness and wisdom can exist together. You do not need walls around your whole heart. You need doors that you can open and close with care. You decide what enters. You decide what remains. You decide what no longer belongs. This is not control born from fear. It is self-respect. The person who has learned to receive is not someone who accepts everything. It is someone who knows that good things do not have to be chased, earned through pain, or held through fear. My dear, imagine meeting something good with relaxed hands. Not because you do not care, but because you know your life will not end if the form changes. You can appreciate what arrives without making it your only source of worth. That freedom allows real enjoyment. You can say, I am grateful for this. You can also say, I remain whole within this. There is no need to hide your excitement. There is no need to become cold. Detachment does not mean refusing to feel. You are allowed to feel joy. You are allowed to celebrate. You are allowed to hope. The difference is that joy no longer carries the fear that you will become nothing if the moment ends. My dear, you are learning to let goodness be part of your life, not the owner of your life. This is what peaceful receiving feels like. I am ready for good that feels peaceful. I welcome what respects my heart. I receive without losing myself. And as you become available for what supports you, there will still be days when the road remains quiet. There will still be moments when nothing arrives in the form you expected. Those moments do not have to become proof that you have been rejected by life. Before you decide that silence means life has forgotten you, there is something important about delay that deserves your attention. Delay can feel personal. When you have waited for something meaningful, time can begin to feel like a judgment. Each quiet day may seem to say, "Not for you." Each unanswered question may seem to say, "You are not worthy." Each closed place may feel like proof that life is giving to everyone except you. My dear, this is one of the most painful stories the mind can create. It takes the absence of an answer and turns it into rejection. It takes a slow season and turns it into failure. It takes uncertainty and uses it as evidence against you. But delay and rejection are not always the same. Sometimes an answer is slow because many parts have not come together. Sometimes another person is uncertain. Sometimes more information is needed. Sometimes a path is changing. Sometimes you are being asked to see what you could not see while rushing. Sometimes there is no hidden reason that can be understood now. Life is complex. Not every delay carries a simple message. Not every silence is part of a perfect plan that you will clearly understand later. You do not need a beautiful meaning for every hard moment. You only need to stop using the moment as a reason to turn against yourself. My dear, delay can hurt without proving that you are unworthy. Silence can feel empty without meaning that your future is empty. A closed path can disappoint you without becoming a final sentence over your life. Not forgotten. You may need to hear this carefully. You are not forgotten because someone has not replied. You are not forgotten because the opportunity has not opened. You are not forgotten because your progress is slower than you hoped. You are not forgotten because your life does not look like the lives you see around you. You are still here. You are still part of life. You are still able to choose, learn, connect, create, and move. The mind may not call these things enough because it wants the specific answer. Honor that desire, but do not allow it to erase every form of life that remains. My dear, when delay feels like rejection, the body often becomes heavy. Feel the weight of your legs. Notice the gentle pressure of the blanket, sheet, or clothing resting over them. Let the surface beneath you carry some of that weight. You do not need to carry yourself and the whole future at the same time, still held. Perhaps you have spent many hours trying to understand the silence. You replayed words. You searched for mistakes. You wondered whether one different choice would have changed everything. The mind likes to search backward because the past feels easier to control than the unknown future. It says, if I can find the exact mistake, I can protect myself from this feeling. Sometimes reflection is useful. You may see where you ignored a sign. You may recognize a pattern. You may learn how to communicate more clearly. But endless review becomes another form of punishment. It turns one uncertain event into a trial where you are always the one being judged. My dear, not everything is your fault. Not every slow answer was caused by something you did. Not every person's distance is a measure of your value. Not every opportunity is decided only by effort. You live in a world with many moving parts. You can take responsibility for your choices without taking responsibility for the whole world. This is where inner steadiness becomes important. Imagine a boat resting on changing water. The water cannot be commanded to remain still. Winds may shift, waves may rise. Conditions may change without asking for permission. The anchor does not control the sea. It keeps the boat connected to a place of steadiness. Your inner anchor is not the promise that everything will happen as planned. It is the promise that you will remain with yourself. It is the choice to care for your body during uncertainty. It is the decision not to let silence speak for your worth. It is the ability to wait without giving every thought the power to pull you away. My dear, being anchored does not mean being stuck. A boat can lift its anchor when movement is needed. Inner steadiness does not keep you in one place forever. It helps you know when to wait and when to move. There are moments when delay is asking for patience. There are moments when delay is showing you that a different action is needed. There are moments when silence is information. If you have asked clearly and received no honest response, you are allowed to make a choice based on what is present. If an opportunity has remained unclear for too long, you are allowed to continue exploring. If a path repeatedly asks you to wait without respect, you are allowed to question whether it deserves more of your time. Trust does not mean leaving your life on hold forever. My dear, you can trust what is coming while also responding to what is here. You can hope without becoming trapped. You can remain open without waiting in one place endlessly. You can say, I wanted this, but I will not make my life smaller around its silence. That is not giving up. That is honoring time. It is honoring your energy. It is honoring the fact that your life contains more than one possibility. Control may say, I must know where this is going. The quiet blessing within you can answer, you only need to know how to stay with yourself today. Control may say, silence means I have been forgotten. The quiet blessing can answer, silence is not a final answer. My dear, the mind wants certainty because certainty seems safe. Yet sometimes the search for certainty creates more pain than uncertainty itself. You may ask the same question in many forms. You may search for signs in every small event. You may ask others to tell you what will happen. You may return to the same thought until the thought feels like fact. This does not create true knowing. It creates exhaustion. 2 quiet minutes can begin to loosen this pattern. For 2 minutes, do not search, do not check, do not predict, do not solve. Let the day exist without asking it to prove anything. Feel the lower part of the body. Notice the legs. Notice the surface beneath them. Notice the simple fact that you are supported. The mind may continue speaking. You do not have to follow every sentence. Let the world remain unfinished for 2 minutes. Let the question be unanswered. Let your worth remain untouched by the silence. My dear, this small practice teaches the body that uncertainty can be survived without constant action. It may not create complete calm. It may only create a small space between the feeling and the habit. That space matters. In that space, you can choose whether checking will truly help. You can choose whether another message is needed. You can choose whether rest is wiser. You can choose whether it is time to place your attention somewhere that can meet you. Delay may also bring grief. Sometimes what you wanted does not arrive. Sometimes the person does not return. Sometimes the opportunity moves in another direction. Sometimes the answer becomes clutter, and it is not the answer you hoped for. My dear, trust does not mean pretending this does not hurt. You can grieve. You can feel disappointed. You can miss what you imagined. You can mourn the future you had created in your mind. Grief is not a failure of faith. It is the heart making room for reality. You do not need to rush from loss into a lesson. You do not need to immediately say something better is coming. Something better may come, but your heart may first need kindness. You can say, God, this is not what I wanted. You can say, I need time. You can say, I do not understand this yet. Honesty is not negativity. It is a form of respect. My dear, when disappointment is allowed to be felt, it can move. When it is covered with false hope, it may stay hidden and continue shaping your choices. You may keep returning to what has ended because you never allowed yourself to admit that it ended. You may keep waiting because moving forward feels like saying the desire did not matter. But you can honor what mattered and still continue. You can say, I cared deeply, and now I choose to carry my life forward. This is not betrayal, it is movement. The anchor keeps you connected while the water changes. It reminds you that a painful answer does not remove the ground within you. You still have values. You still have needs. You still have gifts. You still have the ability to form a new direction. My dear, your life is not over when one version of the future closes. There are parts of you that have not yet been expressed. There are places you have not yet seen. There are conversations you have not yet had. There are forms of support you do not yet know. You do not need to force yourself to feel excited about them. Simply leave room for their possibility. Delay can narrow the mind. It makes one outcome feel like the whole world. It says, until this moves, nothing moves. But life continues in many places at once. Your body continues healing in small ways. Your understanding continues growing. Your relationships continue revealing themselves. Your values become clearer. Your ability to care for yourself becomes stronger. Movement is not always found in the place you are watching. My dear, perhaps the delay is not asking you to stare harder. Perhaps it is asking you to widen your view. What else in your life needs care? What else is calling you? What has been waiting for your attention while you waited for the answer? There may be work that matters. There may be a friendship that feels steady. There may be a part of your home that can become more peaceful. There may be a skill you want to learn. There may be a body asking for movement, sleep, or nourishment. Giving attention to these things is not abandoning your hope. It is refusing to abandon your life. You can live while the answer is forming. Silence does not define your future. You remain connected to yourself. My dear, the waiting period does not need to become an empty room. It can become a place where I'll discover that your life is wider than one door. That discovery prepares you for the next truth. Sometimes what you want does not arrive through the form you have been watching. Sometimes life approaches through an opening you did not expect. The mind often creates one clear picture of how goodness should arrive. It chooses the person. It chooses the place. It chooses the time. It chooses the exact path. Then it watches that picture closely and judges life by whether the picture becomes real. My dear, it is natural to imagine. Imagination helps you understand desire. It helps you see what you value. It can give direction to your choices. The pain begins when the image becomes the only form you are willing to receive. You may want love and believe it must come from one person. You may want security and believe it must come from one opportunity. You may want belonging and believe it must come from one place. You may want healing and believe it must happen within one timeline. You may want success and believe it must look like someone else's success. When the form becomes fixed, every other possibility becomes invisible. You stand before one closed entrance and call the whole building closed. My dear, there may be another doorway. There may be a window allowing air into a place that has felt heavy. There may be a path that does not look like the one you planned, but leads toward the feeling you truly need. This does not mean you must accept less. It means you can become more honest about the heart beneath the desire. Ask gently, what do I truly want to feel? If you want a relationship, perhaps the deeper desire is to feel loved, safe, respected, and understood. If you want success, perhaps you want freedom, purpose, and the chance to use your gifts. If you want money, perhaps you want steadiness, choice, and relief from constant fear. If you want recognition, perhaps you want to know that your voice matters. The form is one way of meeting the need. It may not be the only way. My dear, when you connect with the deeper feeling, life becomes larger. You may begin to see chances you ignored because they did not match the first picture. A new form of work may offer more peace than the title you were chasing. A different connection may offer more honesty than the person you were waiting for. A slower path may build stronger ground than a quick result. A change of direction may bring you closer to yourself. This does not mean every unexpected path is right. You still use wisdom. You still notice whether something fits your values. Openness does not mean saying yes to everything. It means you stop saying no to life before you have truly seen what is being offered. More is possible. Perhaps you have been asking, why is this not happening? A wider question may be, what else may be possible here? This question does not deny disappointment. It does not force hope. It simply creates space. Space for another idea, space for new information, space for a different way forward. Space for support from a place you did not expect. My dear, notice the space around your body. Lift your eyes gently from the floor or the screen. Feel the room beyond the thought that has been filling your mind. The thought may be strong, but it is not the whole room. The desire may be important, but it is not the whole life. You exist in a larger space than your current question. There may be a small current of air moving through a partly open window. You may not see the air, yet you can feel its touch. Some possibilities enter life in the same quiet way. They do not arrive with a loud announcement. They appear as a simple conversation, a new interest, a small invitation, an idea you almost dismiss, a moment of clarity about what you no longer want. Life can begin changing before you call the change important. My dear, surprise does not always mean a sudden miracle. Sometimes, surprise is the slow discovery that the path you feared is becoming one you can walk. Sometimes it is realizing that you feel lighter without what you were chasing. Sometimes it is noticing that a new desire is growing. Sometimes it is seeing that your standards have changed. Sometimes it is understanding that the life you wanted was too small for the person you are becoming. Stay open. You do not have to know which surprise will come. You do not need to search for signs. Openness is not another task. It is a willingness to stop closing every answer that does not look familiar. There is room for another answer. There is room for a kinder path. There is room for support you did not plan. There is room for life to surprise you. My dear, the mind may resist this because it has invested so much energy in one form. It may say, but I do not want another answer. I want this answer. Honor that truth. You do not need to lie to yourself. You may still want the exact person, place, or result. You can hold that desire while loosening the belief that it is your only chance at happiness. This is not easy. The heart often connects love with a face, peace with a place, and success with a particular picture. The deeper work is allowing the feeling to become larger than the picture. You can say, I want this, and I remain open to what truly supports me. You can say, I have a plan, and I am willing to see what the plan cannot see. You can say, I know the feeling I seek, even if the form changes. This is flexible hope. Rigid hope says, it must happen this way. Flexible hope says, I remain loyal to what is true for me, but I do not know every way it can arrive. My dear, flexible hope protects you from settling. It does not ask you to accept something poor simply because it is available. It helps you separate the heart of the desire from the image created by fear, habit, or comparison. You may think you want a certain life because it looks successful, yet when you imagine living it, your body feels tired. You may think you want a certain relationship because being chosen would heal an old wound, yet the connection itself does not feel safe. You may think you want a certain path because others will respect it, yet it takes you farther from your own values. Openness includes the courage to ask, is this truly mine? Or have I been chasing what I believe will prove something? The answer may change everything. My dear, life may surprise you by removing your need for what you once wanted. This is not always loss. Sometimes it is freedom. You may wake one day and realize that the old question no longer controls your mood. You may remember the person without feeling the old pull. You may see the path and understand that it was not wrong, but it was no longer yours. This kind of change can happen quietly. No great moment, no clear sign, only a sense that your energy has returned. You are no longer standing at the same threshold. You are walking. There may also be times when the thing you wanted arrives after you have changed. You may look at it with new eyes. You may decide it still belongs. You may decide it does not. The power is that you can choose. You are no longer saying yes only because you waited. You are no longer accepting because you fear another chance will never come. You can ask whether the answer respects who you are now. My dear, waiting does not create a debt. You do not owe a yes to something simply because you wanted it before. You are allowed to grow beyond an old desire. You are allowed to change your standards. You are allowed to say, this no longer fits the life I want. That is not confusion. It is growth becoming visible. Leaving room for surprise also means leaving room for your own new choices. You may surprise yourself through courage. You may speak in a way you never believed you could. You may walk away from a pattern that once held you. You may begin work that once felt too large. You may allow yourself to be seen. Not every gift comes from outside. Some gifts are the parts of you that return when fear becomes quieter. My dear, the future is not only something that happens to you. It is also shaped through the choices you make from the person you are becoming. You cannot control every event, but you can become more available to truth. You can notice what feels alive. You can respond to what is real. You can stop choosing from the belief that there will never be another chance. Scarcity says, take this, even if it hurts, because nothing else may come. Openness says, I can wait for what meets me with respect. Fear says, this is the only door. Wisdom says, I can step back and see the whole wall. My dear, the wider view may show you that some closed places protected your energy from being tied to what could not nourish you. It may show you that another opening was present but ignored. It may show you that you were trying to enter a life that required too much self-denial. You do not have to call every closed door a blessing. Some doors hurt when they close. Some endings remain painful. You can honor the pain and still look around. The closed place does not need to become the only thing you see. There may be light coming from another direction. There may be space where you expected a wall. There may be a new path beginning with a very small choice. My dear, the mind often looks for large changes because it wants clear proof. But life may surprise you through quiet improvement. You sleep more deeply. You stop checking as often. You laugh without feeling guilty. You enjoy a day without asking when the answer will come. You feel peace where there used to be constant pressure. These may seem small, but they are signs that your life is opening from within. You are no longer waiting for one event to give you permission to live. This is how possibility returns. Not as a promise that everything will be easy, as a willingness to believe that the future contains more than what fear can imagine. You may not know the next form of goodness. You do not need to. You can keep your values clear. You can keep your heart soft without making it unprotected. You can keep taking honest steps. You can remain open to what arrives with steadiness. My dear, life does not need to follow your first picture in order to give you something meaningful. The path may curve, the timing may change, the form may surprise you. The lesson may be different from what you expected. You are allowed to be guided by what feels honest rather than by what looks familiar. I welcome good in forms I have not imagined. I remain open without forcing. Life may know a gentler way, and now the path turns toward its final truth. Trusting what is coming does not mean spending your whole life facing tomorrow. It means becoming present enough to live today while the future finds its way toward you. You have spent enough time leaning into the future. You have watched for signs. You have carried questions through the day. You have believed that one answer would finally allow your heart to rest. Now you are learning something gentler. Rest does not have to wait. Life does not have to wait. You do not have to place today on hold while tomorrow decides what it will bring. My dear, trusting what is coming is not staring at the road every hour. It is not forcing yourself to believe that everything you want is guaranteed. It is not pretending that uncertainty never hurts. Trust is choosing to live without demanding that the future explain itself before you begin. You can care for today. You can enjoy what is here. You can take the next honest step. You can rest when your body is tired. You can notice the love that already exists. You can remain open to tomorrow without becoming absent from the present. This is the quiet strength you have been moving toward. The opening question was never only about how to get more from life. It was about how to stop losing yourself while waiting for life to change. My dear, the less you chase does not mean the less you care. It means the less you abandon yourself. It means the less you use fear as proof of commitment. It means the less you allow one desire to speak over every other part of your life. And from that place, you can see more clearly. You can notice what supports you. You can recognize what does not fit. You can receive what feels peaceful. You can release what keeps asking you to become smaller. Feel the face soften. Notice the space around the eyes. Let the body become heavier against the surface beneath you. You do not have to hold yourself above life. You can be held by this moment. Rest. The future is not standing over you with a test. It is not asking you to prove that you deserve a good life. It is unfolding through choices, changes, meetings, endings, and beginnings you cannot fully see. Some parts will be shaped by your actions. Some parts will be shaped by other people. Some parts will remain beyond your control. Your peace grows when you understand the difference. My dear, you can do what belongs to you without trying to do what belongs to time. You can prepare without predicting every result. You can love without controlling another heart. You can speak without forcing agreement. You can create without demanding immediate recognition. You can take responsibility without carrying the whole world. You can trust and still take action. You can hope and still live today. You can desire and still feel complete. You can wait without putting your heart on hold. This is not a small change. It is a new relationship with life. The old relationship said, I will feel safe when everything is settled. The new relationship says, I can create moments of safety while life remains unfinished. The old relationship said, I must chase what I want. The new relationship says, I can move with honesty and allow what fits to meet me. The old relationship said, delay means I am not worthy. The new relationship says, my worth does not move with the clock. My dear, your life will not always feel calm. There will be new questions. There will be moments when the old urge returns. You may feel yourself reaching for control. This does not erase your growth. You can notice the old pattern and choose another response. You can feel fear without making it the ruler. You can want proof and still turn your attention back to what is real. You can remember that you have returned to yourself before. You know the way home. It is through the body, through honest words, through clear limits, through one true step, through the choice to stop using your own mind as a place of punishment. Receive. Let this moment give you what it can give. Perhaps it gives you rest. Perhaps it gives you clarity. Perhaps it gives you permission to stop checking. Perhaps it gives you the courage to close a chapter. Perhaps it gives you only a few quiet minutes. Do not reject the small gift because it is not the full answer. A life is built through many moments, not one final arrival. My dear, there may be goodness already near you that you have not been able to feel because your attention has been living elsewhere. A person who treats you with care. A place where your body feels calmer. A skill that continues to grow. A small amount of strength returning. A new idea. A simple need being met. These do not cancel the desire that remains. They remind you that your life has not been empty. Gratitude does not require you to deny pain. You can be grateful and still want change. You can appreciate today and still build tomorrow. You can honor what is here without pretending it is everything you need. Balanced gratitude does not silence your truth. It widens it. It says, this is difficult, and support also exists. It says, I am waiting, and I am still living. It says, something is missing, but I am not empty. My dear, there is freedom in seeing both. The mind often speaks in complete darkness or complete light. It says everything is wrong or everything must be fine. Real life contains many truths at once. You can be tired and hopeful. You can be disappointed and still open. You can feel unsure and still take a clear step. You can miss something and still choose peace. This is emotional strength, not the refusal to feel, the ability to hold more than one truth without losing yourself. Trust. You do not need to force trust into a perfect feeling. Trust may be quiet. It may be nothing more than the decision not to predict the worst tonight. It may be choosing to sleep before the answer comes. It may be choosing not to send the message written from fear. It may be choosing to give tomorrow the chance to become different. My dear, perhaps you have thought trust should remove all doubt. But doubt can remain while trust grows beside it. Doubt says, I do not know. Trust says, I can care for myself within not knowing. Doubt says, this may not work. Trust says, I will still meet myself with respect. Doubt says, I cannot see the path. Trust says, I can see the step beneath me. This is enough. You do not need a perfect map. You need contact with what is true now. There may be darkness behind your closed or lowered eyes. Remain aware of the faint changes within that darkness. Even before dawn appears clearly, the night begins to soften. Morning does not need to be pulled into the sky. No hand forces the first light. The change begins quietly, beyond the need to watch every second. My dear, your next chapter may be forming in the same way. Not through your fear, not through constant checking, through time, choices, truth, and movement that will become visible when it is ready. You cannot make dawn arrive by refusing to sleep. You cannot make love arrive by refusing to love your own life. You cannot create peace by treating every hour as an emergency. You cannot receive fully while your hands are busy holding fear. There is another way. You can live this day. You can take the honest action. You can care for your inner world. You can remain open without placing yourself on hold. You no longer need to run after life. You can trust life to meet you. This does not mean you will receive every form you once imagined. It means you are no longer willing to destroy your peace while trying to force one form to arrive. You trust that you can meet what comes. You trust that you can make new choices. You trust that an ending will not erase your ability to begin. You trust that your worth will remain through every answer. My dear, this may be the greatest gift of letting go. Not that you gain control through pretending not to care. Not that everything begins chasing you. The gift is that you become free enough to live. You no longer wake only to wait. You no longer measure every day by what has not happened. You no longer turn silence into a judgment. You begin to notice your own life. You hear your own needs. You respect your own limits. You see possibilities beyond the first picture. You become present enough to recognize what truly belongs with you. The chase once told you that your desire was far away and you had to lose yourself to reach it. Trust tells you that you can remain whole as you move. The chase once told you that the future held your value. Trust tells you that your value is here. The chase once told you that rest was dangerous. Trust tells you that rest can restore the wisdom needed for the next step. My dear, let the old pressure leave in its own time. You do not need to force that either. Some days will feel lighter. Some days the old habit may return. Meet yourself with patience. Return to the truth. You are not required to solve everything today. You are not required to know what is coming. You are not required to hold every door open. You are required only to remain honest with your own heart and present for the life that is here. I am complete before the answer arrives. I trust the path that is opening for me. I welcome what comes with peace. I let life meet me where I am. The thing you have been holding may still matter to you. You may still hope for a clear answer. You may still feel the quiet pull of a future you want. There is no need to remove that hope. Simply hold it differently. Hold it without using it against yourself. Hold it without turning every delay into fear. Hold it without making today less valuable. My dear, you were never asked to become empty of desire. You were asked to remember that you are more than your desire. You are the life surrounding it. You are the body carrying it. You are the heart learning how to care without clinging. You are the person becoming strong enough to receive without disappearing. You can want love and live with love now. You can want peace and create a small place for peace now. You can want support and begin supporting your own needs now. You can want a new chapter and still honor the chapter that is teaching you how to stand within yourself. The less you chase, the more space you create. Space for truth, space for rest, space for new choices, space for life to show you what your fear could not see. My dear, not everything coming toward you will arrive with a loud sign. Some things will enter quietly. Some will begin as a change in your own heart. Some will look different from what you expected. Stay close to yourself. That is where clarity will meet you. That is where your boundaries will protect you. That is where your joy will become real. That is where you will know whether what arrives is truly good for you. You do not have to reach into tomorrow. Tomorrow will come. You do not have to force the next part of your life into view. It will reveal itself through the steps you take and the truths you accept. For now, let your body rest. Let this day be complete enough. Let unanswered questions remain unanswered for a little while. Your peace does not need permission from the future. My dear, life is not asking you to give up. It is asking you to stop fighting yourself. It is asking you to release the belief that constant fear is the price of receiving. It is asking you to move with dignity, wait with self-respect, and welcome goodness without losing your center. You have done enough running. You can walk now. You can notice the ground. You can feel the air. You can allow the road to open one part at a time. What belongs with your life will have to meet the real you. Not the exhausted version who says yes from fear. Not the version who begs to be chosen. The real you. The one who knows that love must include respect. The one who knows that opportunity must not require self-destruction. The one who knows that peace is not something to chase. It is something to practice. My dear, whatever comes next, meet it from this place. Meet it with an open heart and clear eyes. Meet it without handing away your worth. Meet it as someone who has returned home. You are no longer waiting to become whole. You are whole while you wait. You are whole while you grow. You are whole as the path changes. You are whole before the answer, and you will remain whole after it. The future can approach gently now. You do not need to run toward it. You can breathe. You can live. You can trust. Everything is unfolding in perfect order.